All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Um, how do you get Tef's trading software? I can't download it. Sorry, there's an echo here. Let me mute this. All right. Francisco says, "Does anybody recommend trading as a good broker? Uses it." So it's actually Tafts is the broker. Tafts is the broker here. Like the way it works, I think I talked about it before, but um, you pay for a package. It's not a deposit. You're actually paying for the package, and then with that, you get a certain amount of buying power to trade with. So like when you sign up, they'll usually you'll be contacted by your account manager first, and like they will whoa, okay, that's about right, I guess. Yeah, you'll be contacted by your account manager first, and within a few days after you take the course, they'll send you your funded account. Is how it typically works. I mean, I've been using them for a year, but maybe I'm biased. And so, if you have any questions, I'll try to help. But what's up, Anthony? Good morning, man. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. My kids are home from school today because we're going out of town. And yeah, yesterday or tomorrow I'll probably be streaming. Tomorrow I'll probably be streaming. On my laptop. But yeah, looking at some of the stuff today, we got MBIO looks pretty decent. MBIO, nice little move here from 260s to 770s. Pretty significant move there. Yo, what's up, bro? We got two-way here today. We got FBIO. We also have, oh yeah, the market's not even open tomorrow. So you know what? Honestly, that's going to save me a lot of work because I was planning on bringing my microphone and I was planning on bringing my mic and like all this different stuff out of the state with me, out of town on this vacation thing we're going on for Easter. And now I know I don't have to bring it. So I'm actually excited about that. I'm happy about that. I love trading, but yeah, I'm actually pumped about that. Yeah. All right. And yeah, also remember guys, that today is the Uber IPO, right? Uber IPOs today. It's going to be an interesting day in the market for sure. I'm probably not going to mess with the Uber IPO. Let me see what the symbol is today for Uber. I'm sure you guys know what the symbol is. What's the symbol? What's the symbol for Uber? Yeah, Pinterest IPOing today too. I see that. And every time I go anywhere, it's got all these ads that I don't want. It's forcing me to watch them. Why? Alright. Go away. What is the symbol? I'm guessing it's Uber, honestly. I mean, I don't know why I haven't thought of that yet. No. Have they not said what the IPO symbol is? I'm not seeing anything for it. Somebody else might know. What's up, James? What's up, brother? What, Jack? Alright, sorry. My sons are... What's up, Rich? Good morning, man. Yeah, my kids are home from school. But yeah, let's see what Uber... I'm curious to see what Uber does today. What time's the IPO supposed to drop? SNGX. Yeah, SNGX looks good too. MBRX. Interesting here. Alright, so the green streak was broken yesterday, guys. The green streak was broken yesterday. still looking to see what the stock is going to be. Oh, so the IPO is not today anymore, guys. The IPO is not today. The roadshow for the IPO isn't even going to begin until the end of this month. And so the IPO should happen in the first half of May. And so so it's not even going to be today. That's kind of a buzzkill. I was kind of pumped up about that. What's up Hi there. Appreciate that two-way dropping some news here. MBIO St. Jude's Children's is going to research St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital publishes results of the lentiviral gene therapy for treatment of infants with X-linked severe combined immunodeficiency in New England Journal of Medicine, float of 16 million. Interesting. We'll see where MBIO goes. That's definitely one of my main watches. I'll for sure keep an eye on that one. MBRX, you can see I have MBRX down here. Had a big move yesterday, kind of fell down some, filled some of that gap, and now it's gapping up again today. It's at 109. And so Moleculin received FDA approval of fast track designation for the anamycin, float of 22 mil for MBRX. We'll see where that one heads. We have SNGX here, SNGX. But yeah, honestly, the weather's kind of bad here in Houston right now. SNGX gapping up a little bit from 83 cents to just under $1 at 99.7. Sologenics achieved significant enrollment milestone for its pivotal phase 3 clinical trial of the SGX-942 in the treatment of oral mucositis and head and neck cancer, float of 14 mil. We'll see where that one goes. And yeah, just like two ways saying here, previous gainers, UXIN. I'll definitely watch UXIN, BOXL, SFL, or SFS, sorry, RBZ, XSPA. Some ones that I'm specifically watching are FBIO, watching FBIO and MBIO along with BX. BX looks interesting. We can look this one up too. All right, so it sounds like first quarter earnings for BX. All right, so yeah, they reported first quarter earnings of 71 cents per share, which beat the analyst consensus estimate of 56 cents per share by 26.79%. This is a 9.23% increase over the earnings of 65 per share from the same period last year. And so better than expected earnings for BX. We'll see where this one heads. Definitely interesting. We also have the cannabis plays moving. Cron gapping up. CGC gapping up here. Not really seeing any catalyst. I'm guessing it's on the overall sector, and that's why these are moving some. So Acreage Holdings reported the purchase of Deep Roots Medical for $120 million in common units in cash. So Source confirms the deal would be for rights to purchase if pot is made legal in the U.S. If bought now, Canopy shares would be delisted for owning an illegal U.S. asset. Okay, so technically it's not necessarily for the purchase at this point. It's only basically, it's buying the rights to buy Acreage Holdings. And that's only if it becomes legal in the U.S. Interesting. For CGC, Cron. CGC really moving here. ACB. We'll see where these go as well. SPY overall today. The SPY in the overall market today was originally down, but it's since rebounded. It's up to 289. We'll see where that heads. We also have ACB, Cron, CGC in the cannabis sector. Gonna watch Roku as well and SQ. Been watching those almost every day. Yeah, man, it woke me up last night, John. The weather was rough last night, man. I woke up at like 3 a.m. and it was just storming and lightning and pretty rough. Yeah, we got LL popping here. Appreciate it too. Look at LL Lumber Liquidators gapping up from 11.50 basically 11.48, just about 50 cents, 49 cents technically. Now it's 51 cents. Gapping up to about $12 right here in pre-market for Lumber Liquidators LL. We'll see where that goes. Also, another one I was watching is NEPT. And I'm also looking at ST&E. ST&E gapping down significantly. No. No, I'm not. Yeah, man. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, man. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm actually heading out of town today, John. That's why it's kind of bummed to see the weather like this. I'm actually heading out today. And also, guys, I know everybody was talking about the Uber IPO being today, but it wasn't. No Uber IPO today, unfortunately. I don't know. Pinterest might be today. Let me see. This really reminds me of the early 2000s, late 90s internet boom IPO, kind of the 90s with all the tech stocks IPO and like this. What? The Wall Street Journal literally makes you sign in to view their news. I think I'll pass on that. Alright, so the symbol is PINS. It's PINS. So this is the symbol today. They priced the initial public offering at 19 a share Wednesday, above the original suggested range of 15 to 17. Yeah, I mean, people are also talking about how Lyft didn't live up to the hype, and I mean, that's to be expected. Like, they just got greedy with it, you know. Like Lyft, I mean, I think aren't both of them losing money, and so I mean, you know. I'm not sure, man. I thought Lyft would probably end up falling. Um, I know I figured it would probably end up falling, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, Right. I mean, and that's the thing. They said they were gonna IPO Lyft at like 72, and they ended up IPOing it at 87. And so it's just like even 72, I was skeptical of, and so then when they IPO'd it at 87, I legitimately considered shorting it at the open just because it's just way too high. You got some people that are getting all hyped up on it and stuff, and like with IPOs, it's like the bank that's doing the IPO, like the investment bank that's doing the IPO, gets to keep the difference between. They get to keep the difference. So like if the price is 72 and they IPO at 87, then they get to keep the difference between $72 a share and 87 a share. And so that's why they do it like that, because they ultimately get to keep the difference, right? But whenever it's already too high to begin with, it just ends up backfiring and doing exactly what Lyft did. And so it's just one of those things where greed, man, people got a little greedy with it. I would think Pinterest is profitable. I mean, Pinterest is just a website. Pinterest to me is like a type of Reddit style website, right? I don't know much about Pinterest, to be honest. I've never actually used it, but we'll see, Does anybody know when the Pinterest IPO is supposed to be? No, it's not profitable. They say Pinterest is quote, this is by TechCrunch. It says, quote, Pinterest is unprofitable like its fellow unicorns Lyft and Uber. And when they say unicorns, they just mean venture capitalist funded, VC firm funded companies that are valued at over $1 billion is what they mean by unicorn. So when you hear the word unicorn, they mean VC funded companies that are over $1 billion in value. And so it says, quote, Pinterest is unprofitable like its fellow unicorns Lyft and Uber, but its financials disclosed in its IPO prospectus illustrate a clear path to profitability. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I'll definitely watch it today. But, we'll see. I'm a little skeptical. Right, for sure, man. Hype is hype. Yeah, man. I talked about this one, John. CGC came out with news that they're buying the rights. So it's a very kind of it's a very tough one to say. Watch, it's like they're buying the rights to purchase another company, but they're just buying the rights to purchase it because cannabis isn't the hold on. Yeah, it's buying the rights to purchase. It isn't actually purchasing the company yet. It's buying the rights to purchase. And the deal would be for rights to purchase only if cannabis is made legal in the United States. If bought now, CGC would be delisted for owning an illegal U.S. asset. And so it's buying the rights to purchase this other company. And so that's causing some hype in the cannabis market. You can see CGC popping here. You can see ACB. You can see Cron's up. TLRY is up. You got some of these other ones. APHA, baby, is up. Although APHA has been getting hit a little bit more than some of these other cannabis plays. But yeah, I'll watch the cannabis ones for sure today. For sure. You think you're gonna long pins? Hey, brother, be careful, man. Be careful, bro. IPOs will get you, man. I stay away from IPOs. When I first started trading a few years ago, I experimented with IPOs, and it did not turn out well. Like I remember one day very, very vividly. I had a green day. This was like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago when I just started trading. I had one day where I was up on the day and I was super pumped about it. I was trading on Sure Trader. I was up on the day like $100 or something like that, and I was up all this money, and I was super excited about it. And I saw an IPO going on. I saw an IPO, and I started to watch it. And I told myself, I said, well, I'm just gonna buy 50 shares of this stock because it's just 50 shares. If I lose $10, $15, it won't be the end of the world. And I didn't take into account the actual range of that stock at the current time. I think I bought like 25 or 50 shares, but I actually didn't analyze the range. And IPOs typically have a huge range. And so I bought with 50 shares, and I was immediately down like $400, and it completely ruined my day. And I remember it vividly. And so since then, I think I just kind of stay away from IPOs. The only other IPO I've really messed with since then was Roku. When it first IPO'd back at $18, I believe. $18 is what I remember. 15. And I remember buying it at 18, riding it up to like 25, and then selling it for like a gain. But that's the only IPO I've messed with since then. For sure. Oh yeah, remember guys, I did create a free day trading chat here. I did create a free day trading chat. And so come check it out. My goal is I created a free Discord is what I should say. A free Discord. And so like I said, my goal is to create a free day trading chat for traders. And so if you want to join us, check out this link in the chat. Join our public Discord, be a part of the free day trading chat as we're building it. There's also Zoom. Zoom's IPO in today, Chase? Zoom? Like the conferencing software Zoom? The conferencing software? Hey, that's what I use for our classes. So we actually use Zoom for our classes. I'm actually, like, when Mitch is on stream, he's on the stream via Zoom. So I actually use Zoom. I mean, they're kind of expensive. Like, I think I pay like $60 a month for conferencing software for Zoom. I'm setting this up just in case Mitch joins us here today. See, here's Zoom right here. Hey, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. Priced at 76. Yeah, I'm assuming ZOOM. This isn't them, huh? ZOOM? Or are they OTC right now and they're just going they're going major. Yeah, but if Uber's IPO is anything but UBER, I'm going to be disappointed. Yeah, CGC, man. We'll see where this one goes. Halted in pre-market. Interesting. Oh, I can see my... Let me fix this a little bit so people can see. Is that better? I think that looks better. Yeah. A little bit more. There we go. That should work. Yep. Out the gate, MBIO long on the red to green move. FBIO long over 240s. Yeah, let me see if any of these are tradable today for me. Some of these are. TXMD is tradable. MBIO is not, unfortunately. TXMD, not really a significant gap up here. GBX is. BX is. PODD looks alright. But yeah, look at Cron, look at CGC. Sympathy moves for cannabis today. We'll see where some of these go here. Hopefully we'll get some action. ZM is the cannabis. There is the Zoom IPO. UXIN looks interesting too. So yeah, it should be an interesting day in the market. Interesting Thursday here. Like I said, LL spiking up. LL looks interesting here too. Lumber liquidators. It's tradable on tests as well. Yeah, man. Keep an eye on that one too for sure. It's tradable. Big gap. We'll see what we get. But yeah, now that my green streak is over, my goal at this point is to. Oh, Mitch isn't trading. They're trading for Mitch today. Alright, guys. 2 shares. Yeah, no Mitch trading today. Alright, guys. Let's do this. HEXO. We can look at HEXO. What's everybody's main watch today? Yeah, HEXO doesn't look too bad. Some volume here. Pretty small range, but I mean it's not tiny, I guess. You can see what happens with it. I'm watching BX here. BX maybe. Cannabis plays. MBIO and LBIO, or MBIO and FBIO. URI, United Rentals, is moving some. LL. Yeah, watching BX for sure. GBX maybe. What's up, two-way? What's up, brother? ACB, keep an eye on that. BPTH maybe, although it's been dropping back down like most people thought it would. RIOT. What's Bitcoin at today? What's Bitcoin at? I know Bitcoin's up. Let's see stock twits.
Hmm. I mean, Bitcoin's up. Like I said, Bitcoin, like, I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, look at CGC. CGC just resumed. And it's acting ridiculously volatile here. It's up to 47. Huge range. CGC just resumed. Look at this. From 46.50s to 47. It's kind of staying in that little range. We'll see where it goes. I think this level here is the big level. If it can hold over 47, I think it'll be interesting right here. If it can hold over that level. 47s look interesting. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, cannabis play starting to really move. ACB spiking up. Cron been up. So we got some movement today with the cannabis plays here. But definitely a big spike here for it. We have about 8 minutes until the open. 8 minutes. Let's see if CGC can hold over that 47 level. Pretty significant move, all things considered here, though. What's up, Tiny? Good morning. I trade live. Yeah, I trade live, bro. So like once the bell rings, I'll stay here and trade. I mean, I do this live every day. I'm one of the only people that does it. Once once 9:25 or so hits, I usually get my platform and everything ready. I think it's ZM. ZM is, I think, the symbol for Zoom, Tiny. ZM. For CGC, I don't really know. I honestly, I know hype can get behind it, but I guess I'm a little bit more short biased with this one just because it's not actually buying a company, it's just buying the option to buy the company if things ever go legal. And so I guess, I mean, I was a little bit short biased as it was up here. At this point, I don't know. I guess I'm looking at it a little bit more for a short, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna react to what I see. It could go up or down. One of the ways I trade is just trying to react to what I see happen in the market, and not necessarily trying to predict it. I think it's really tough to predict what happens, and it's a little bit easier to just react to what happens. Yeah, Kron, CGC, all going crazy here. Kron's up a ton. I'll probably look to short that one too. It just depends. It depends on what they do at the open. If they drop at the open and they set up for a VWAP fade, then I'll watch them for shorts. If they start to spike up, I'll probably just move on and not look at them. Hey, well, good luck, Sid. I hope it works out for you, brother. Like I said, the SPY is up. SPY is up almost to 290. Almost to 290. We'll see what happens in the SPY today. I think that's going to dictate what happens with a lot of these bigger cap stocks anyway. All right, let's get everything rolling here for trading. There we go. All right, guys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Really, we got 3.5 minutes now. So let's do this. Get everything rolling here. Good luck. Let's see if I can finish the week out strong. I've had 2 green days this week, 1 red day. Out of the last 3 weeks, I have had, or last 2.5 weeks, I've had 12 green days and 1 red day. And so no matter what, I'm gonna be still my ratio is still looking pretty good. But let's see if we can keep it going today. My goal, like I said yesterday, is just to hold my winners a little bit longer, and really try to maximize my reward targets. Like, that's the thing. When I was on that big green streak, I was selling way too quick because, I wanted to keep the green streak alive. And now that the green streak is done, I can really focus on more so, holding my trades longer and trying to really maximize what I make from each trade. So that's the goal today, guys. That's the goal today. We got about 2 minutes left. AVEO looks interesting. It's just a really small range. Even all day yesterday, it looked like a huge breakout yesterday. Realistically, it only moved, 12 cents? 13 cents. And while that's roughly 13%, it's still, I don't know. DERM's one I used to watch as well. AXSM, PRPO, spiking up some if you like these penny stocks. I'll be watching BX here, CGC, some of these cannabis plays too. Yeah, Roku dropping. Yeah, I have Roku on my other monitor. Yeah, I'm watching these 2 stocks, but if you look, I have 3 monitors, and so I'm watching a bunch of stocks here. But yeah, Roku's on them. Roku's one of them. UXIN starting to push up. Gotta watch AMD. It's kind of breaking out too, like I always do. Yeah, the first 5 minutes is fun. I don't typically trade the first 5 minutes of the market open, and so the 5 minutes before the bell, I don't get super nervous. Really, I've just been doing this for so long that it doesn't really wear on me too much, but we'll see what happens with CGC. I'm definitely watching CGC. I'm going to keep an eye on the rest of the cannabis plays too. Let me get this ready for the moving average crossover play. A lot of times the moving average crossover will happen right at the open. So I just got to get this ready. Wait, this is 5 minutes. I don't want 5 minutes. There we go. All right, guys, we got about 15 seconds, 10 seconds or so. Good luck. Let's do this. Let me start the recording. Here's the bell. All right, there's the bell. All right, like I said, I'm going to be looking for some drops, honestly. Is CGC? No, CGC's open. Okay. CGC open. AMD dropping some off the gate. If this crosses over here, the blue crosses under the white, I'm going to get in short. Roku spiking up here. We have SQ, which did me dirty yesterday. FBIO, NVCN popping up on my scanners. All right, well, I tried to get in at 49. It didn't fail me, which is kind of typical of thinkorswim paper trading. My profit target would be about 39 with 500 shares just for this scalp. But I'll let it work. See what happens here. CGC pushing up here. CGC pushing up. Well, there's the 39. I'm in and out. This would have been a $50 gain exactly. And so I'm just going to ignore it, but would have been a green trade. Now I can look for a fade with AMD, although it's been fading every day. One that is spiking up is UXIN. UXIN is spiking up, and AMD's dropping. And so I'm going to take all these moving averages off and start looking for the fade now. Now that my job with the moving average crossover test is done. Been testing that one for a few months now. A little crazy today. Let's see. If I get in at the VWAP. The VWAP's just a little bit too high for AMD right now. SQ could be fading here. SQ. And here's a big drop on CGC. You could do 740 as my risk for SQ. VWAP's at 26.40. That's about 15 cents, and then a reward target of probably 72, roughly 30 cents. Just didn't get up there. AMD maybe. I don't hate AMD, but kind of a tight range. I could use 60 as my reward target, or my risk. 60 on AMD. That's 10 cents, or that's 7 cents. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad on AMD. Let's watch it. The left side is TEFs, where I'm using real money, Francisca, and then the first trade I take, I'm testing the moving average crossover strategy. So the first trade I take on Thinkorswim that you see here is paper, but this left side is live money. And so when you see me take one on with left side, it's live money. AMD's up there. A little bit too late. I'm not going to mess with it. Looks like it would have stopped me out anyway on AMD. Waiting here. SQ would have stopped me out too, so looks like I would have gotten faked out some today, so glad I didn't jump in anything yet. These look like red to green squeezes here, but I'm going to watch CGC and see if the cannabis sector starts to look weak, and then maybe attack. Roku's up to the VWAP here, but a lot of these look like fake outs, and so you can see Roku, SQ, AMD, they're all kind of faking people out here. And so this one would have stopped me out too. My stop would have been right here. And so glad I didn't jump in any of these. They all kind of set up for fades, and I just avoided them, so good. No, not if you request it. I showed somebody else how to do this. Jay. I'm just going to call you Jay. I showed somebody else how to do it. If you reach out to Thinkorswim and request real-time quotes in paper, they'll give it to you. Like, they'll give it to you if you request real-time quotes on paper. And so yeah, this is all real-time. I'm just using this to test out a strategy. And then, and then I'm using the charts for real money. But yeah, they'll give you real-time quotes if you ask them. Best way to do it is probably just to call them. I don't think Zoom opened yet, huh? No, Zoom's not open yet. At least not on mine. Cron maybe with the VWAP bounce. Yeah, so AMD red to green move. Glad I didn't jump in that on the downside here. CGC maybe with the VWAP projection here. I kind of like CGC with the VWAP projection. But be about 30-cent risk here for this VWAP projection, but the reward level would be from about 50 down to 70s, 75. So definitely a big reward target. It looks like it kind of followed through a little bit without me though. Nice two-way, killing it, brother. Killing it, man. ACB is up there. Kind of looks like a fade, but we're getting some kind of choppiness action, and the stuff that did set up with a fade. Like I said, there goes CGC. It's kind of what I expected from this one. It didn't actually buy a company. It just bought the rights to buy the company, if that makes sense. And so, while I think it's a good catalyst, it's already up a huge amount. And so, kind of what I expected. BX dropping some here. I'm just trying to be patient right now. Not seeing anything I really, really like. Maybe Kron, if Kron can wash out some. Maybe Kron. It just depends on how much the VWAP can drop here. Kron's got a big gap to fill too. What? Wait, if I cancel it, is it still going to let me do this? Yeah. Alright. My memory's low on Thinkorswim. You're right, this is like the worst time for it to do this to me too, man. I don't know. I don't know enough about Zoom. Like, I actually use Zoom. So I actually use Zoom's conferencing software. Whether I think it's going to be a good short, who knows. Appreciate the sub today, Stan. Thanks, brother. Appreciate the sub, Ray. Kay. Thanks, guys. Welcome. Appreciate it. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, guys. Mitch and I, we day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:40 market time. So hit that sub button and help support the channel. So yeah, I'm kind of looking at Kron here. I'm kind of looking at this right here on Kron. If it can pull back, maybe using this previous high at 695 is my risk, but that doesn't look like great risk reward. Maybe 85, 88 or so for 10 cents, and then from 78 down to 58 is 20 cents. That's reasonable. There's a reward target. There's a risk. That doesn't look bad. Pretty nice 2-to-1 trade there. 2-to-1 reward to risk. We'll see if it works out. See if Kron gives it to us though. What? AZ? What do you mean, AZ? What are you saying, bro? Forced garbage collection? I don't know what time, Sean, I'm not sure what time Pinterest IPOs, brother. Like I said, watching Kron with this move here. Like I said, my risk is about 88, 89, 88, 89 really for about 11 cents. So it's just about 2 to 1. Help system. What do you mean, bro? Do you mean for my Thinkorswim? Go to application settings. Button on the right. Yeah, but which one do I go to? Like here, I have this up. I know, but what do I do? BX dropping some. I'll keep an eye on BX. Like I said, I'm kind of looking at Kron right now. If you can get up to 76. I mean, luckily I can use TEFs if worst case scenario if I do get in Kron. All right, Kron dropping some. I'm gonna have to wait, it seems. Hey, appreciate the sub, Marcelo. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. So yeah, at this point, I'm looking at Kron. If I can get up to 75, I can use that 88 level as risk. And so that's about 13 cents. But my reward target is like it's 25 cents. And then about 40 cents. ACB dropping some too. So yeah, Kron's getting more and more interesting here if it can get back up to that 75 level. Looking more and more interesting. Go RBZ. I'm also looking at Java is an interpreted language. Purging garbage frees up memory. It does it automatically every so often. Sometimes it needs it more often. Is Thinkorswim's run on Java? I mean, I got a lot of stuff that, like you can see here, if I move this, like I got Visual Studio, I have Atom, I have a lot of these coding projects that I have. I have Bootstraps, JetBrains, PyCharm. Hey, appreciate the subs. George, Richard, Gary, welcome guys, appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, I'm looking at Kron at this point. I'm seeing if Kron can get up to 75. I could use this 80. I could use this 90 level as my risk probably, and it's pretty good risk reward. I can just tell by looking at it. This would be my risk in this situation, and this would be my reward. So it's pretty good risk reward if I can catch that pullback here. Also, kind of looking at ACB here. We're getting a few of these other ones. CGC it's moving some, but looking at BX here, BX. BX, I could use 39 really as my risk here. Wouldn't be terrible. All right, here comes Kron, maybe bouncing back here. Yeah, for sure. Well, it just asks me to restart it, is all I'm going to have to do. I'll probably just have to restart it. All right, Kron surging up here. I'm guessing CGC is spiking up. No, CGC is not spiking up. So if Kron can get up to 72, I'm going to have to jump in this thing. I like the resistance above. I got a lot of room. But it needs to hold, and it doesn't look like it is. I think a lot of shorters are jumping in there, too. There's 59s, 60s, 61s. I got to be ready. It's about 10 cents early, though. 63s. Let's see what we get. 63s. Like I said, it's got to get up to here, at least 70 for me to take it. Got to get up right here at least. 65s. It just needs a little bit more. Because the bid's at 62. 63. Come on. Let's see if we can get up there. 65. So close. About 6 cents away. $63. All right. Well, 65s. Again. It's just got to get up about 5 more cents, but yeah, there it goes. I wanted to jump in early, but I just couldn't force it. So I'll wait. Maybe I'll get the chance again. There's 65s. All right, so I got in with 200 shares. I got in right around 70, I think. 67, so I missed my entry by a few. But that's okay. I mean, it's close enough, I think, here. And we'll see. I just got to be careful if CGC does start to spike up here. And I just got to be, patient with my risk. And if CGC does start to spike up here, hopefully it'll wash out for me. I think it really depends on what CGC does. But, yeah, I'm just going to hold it to my levels. That's the big thing I need to work on. I mean, we'll see. It could be a dangerous short tiny, and so it might be a good thing. Like I said, I think it ultimately depends on what CGC does here. If CGC starts to run, it could be bad for me here. Luckily, it's just a few hundred shares. I'm risking like $40 in this trade. But it all depends on what CGC does here, I think. CGC is the alpha in the sector right now. And so I think that's ultimately what matters right now. Yeah, there's a little bit of a wash down. Like I said, my goal at this point is 1640s though, and I'm going to try to hold it to that level. 1640s. Like if I get stopped out, I'll be okay. Like my goal at this point is to kind of condition myself to hold it to my levels. But yeah, see, here goes CGC. Now hopefully CGC will get rejected and fade itself. It's just about whether it stops me out before then. And so that's kind of what I'm watching now. I'm just trying to create a free day trading chat, Sid. Like that's my goal, is to create a free day trading chat for traders. That's kind of what I want to do, is just create a free room for traders to take advantage of. Here, I'll post the link if anybody wants to check it out. Yeah, here's the link. But yeah, like I said, that's my goal, is just to create a free day trading chat. There's the Discord link if anybody wants to see it. All right, so let's see if CGC fades here. That's what we want to see right now. Is we want to see CGC fade. I don't necessarily want to see Kron get squeezed up, and so we'll see if it fades or not. There we go. CGC starting to drop, dragging Kron with it. Oh, also, guys, if anybody's interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, go check out TradeNet. I talked about it before, but like TradeNet allows traders to have a cheaper option instead of depositing thousands into their trading accounts. The way it works is you pay for a package. It's not a deposit. You're actually paying for the package. And with that, you get a certain amount of buying power. Like the base package is $3.99 right now. It's on sale. And with that, you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with. So you can trade with 14K. There's a $700 max loss, but the cool thing is there's no PDT rule. And so you can trade as much as you want. And that's what the really beneficial part of it is that you can trade as much as you want on TradeNet. There's no PDT rule, and it really allows traders to get a good idea of what they want to do, how they want to trade. And I think most new traders lose their first account anyway. I think it's just the truth, even if it's not a convenient truth. And with TradeNet, instead of depositing thousands into a SureTrader account, for instance, you can instead pay $3.99, get 14K to trade with. You also get their trading course, access to the chat room, and a lot of other cool stuff. And so I think it's beneficial for new traders, and it makes sense. If you're interested in checking that out, there's the link, and it's a great way to help support the channel as well. All right, so we did get a washout here. We'll see if it can break down a little bit. Like I said, my next profit target is going to be 1650. I want to see it hit 1650. I got to be careful here, but 1650 is the level I want it to go to. We'll see. I hope CGC can stay under the whole dollar of 46. It's at 96 now. We'll see if it washes out here. There's 59s. Like I said, 50s. I want to see it get down to 1650. That's kind of the goal here, 1650. There's 58s. Yeah, like if it gets down to 1650, I'll take some off. That is Tef's, Elizabeth. So it's TradeNet's partnering broker. There's the link right above you. It's like right above you. There's 55s. 54s. All right, I took half off. I took half off down there, right around 1650. So I held that one a little bit better. And so yeah, now the next goal in this trade is just to see if it actually breaks 1650. If it doesn't, then I can just get out for a small win. But if it does, then it should be a much bigger winner. And so that's the next goal here. If CGC starts to wash out, Kron should too. And I want to see it break 1650, really start testing those lows is kind of the next goal in this trade. There's 49s. All right, let's see if it cracks here. This is the big moment. Let's see if it cracks here. If it bounces right back up. There's 49s, 47s, a little bit better. And get ready to kind of scale out here. 50. Doesn't look like it wants to break. 50 again. 49s. Let's see if it really washes out here. I want to see 49s hold, and I want to see CGC wash out with it. There's 48s. $46s, beautiful. I took another half off there, and now I'm just going to let this last little bit work. Now I can let it really test the low of the day, see if it really breaks the low of the day and really hold it through that. Like, that's my next goal here. Not a bad trade with 200 shares. It's definitely not going to be a losing trade at this point. And, yeah, we'll see if Let's see if it cracks these lows here and gives me this low of the day break. Maybe took that last one a little bit too early, but you know, it could bounce here at 1640, and so I'm not super upset with it. Like I said, I'm watching CGC because these two are in the same sector. CGC had some pretty big news, and whatever CGC does, Cron's typically going to copy. And so that's kind of what I'm doing right now in this trade is I'm hoping CGC breaks the lows and continues. But at this point, I've scaled out of this enough to not be super worried about it. All right, I noticed these starting to squeeze up. I just got out. I noticed this one's starting to squeeze up CGC. Maybe got out early. We'll see if that works. But another green trade, I'll take it. I'm telling you, fades and rejections have been working extremely well lately. Extremely well. Maybe I got out that last little bit early, which is the big thing I need to work on, honestly, guys. That's like the biggest thing. So I'm kind of kicking myself for it. I think I managed the trade well up until the last 50 shares. And I think I should have held these and let it work. But it's never going to be a perfect trade. But yeah, that's the big thing I got to work on. What do you mean, Black Star? What's wrong, bro? Yeah, I mean, honestly, brother, I'm in the trade, so I mean, people can watch me do it. My goal isn't to have people kind of copy my trades. I'm just letting people watch. And so when I'm like in the trade, I'm going to be focusing on my trade. I'm not going to be focusing on telling everybody exactly what, you know, exactly what's going on. I try to, but you know, when I'm in the trade, I'm in the trade, bro. You know, I'm just trying to focus at that point. I mean, here's just a little. This is a tip for you with my channel, Black Star. I'm almost always shorting. I know, brother. It's cool, man. But like I said, I'm almost always shorting. I don't know if this is your first time here, but I'm almost solely a short bias trader. Like I'm Mitch long stocks. I usually don't. Like I long stocks every blue moon, but most of the time I'm shorting. And so if I say I'm in something, it usually means I'm shorting it. Right. Like ask anybody that's been here for a while, they know I'm shorting it because that's all I do. That's my favorite. I'm definitely a short bias trader. I short every day. Most of the time I'm never long. And no stress, brother. Listen, man. I understand your point. You know, I understand your point for sure. Like while I don't necessarily advise people copying off of me, I understand that that's still going to happen. And what I really don't want them to do is get in the wrong way if they are trying to do that. And so no worries, bro. I understand, man. But yeah, like I said, this 1640 level was the biggest like chance that it's gonna bounce right here at 1640. Um, it just made sense there. Yeah, you should be able to do that, Jay. You should be able to do that, man. You should be able to just reach out to them and just say, "Hey, can I have real-time quotes on paper trading?" And they should give it to you. Somebody else did it in the Discord the other day, and yeah, it was the same thing. Like they should unlock it for you almost immediately. But yeah, I've mostly been trading fades, and this was actually a really nice VWAP projection on Cron. It actually set up really nicely for that VWAP projection. And this kind of shows how I approach fades. It's a really good example of how I approach fades, right? Like first, I look for an overextended stock or sector. Overextended stock or sector, and Cron, CGC are both good examples. They had a good catalyst in that sector, but most of the stocks gapped up so much overnight that in my opinion they're going to be a little bit extended by the time the open happens, and that way I can watch them for shorts. That's why somebody asked me what I thought of CGC before the bell, and I said I'm going to watch it for a short. I'm looking at it for a short because most of the time, even though the news and the catalyst was real, a lot of times when they're gapped up this much, they're going to be a little extended by the time the bell rings. And so I'm looking at those to short. Beautiful example of a pullback to the VWAP. You can see almost exactly where I entered this stock. That's exactly where it got rejected. And so these are one of those ones where we talk about how when we trade fades and we trade VWAP strategies, a lot of times we're immediately green in the trade. We're immediately green in the trade. And this is one of those examples where as soon as I get into the trade, I'm immediately up, and it's really easy to manage from there. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just think or swim. I think it depends on whether you actually have money in your account or not, too. But yeah, maybe got out of this last 50 shares too early. That's the only thing. I don't know if I would have held it through this big push, but maybe got out these last few early. Yeah, panic is a stronger emotion than hope. That's why I'm a short biased. Yeah, but how much do you have to deposit, Jordan, to use that margin? I know John O was talking about using Webull. I know Webull's offering margin now too and shorting. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to trade anymore today. It's nice to finish the week out green, you know. So out of the last 3 weeks, I've had 2 perfect weeks where I hadn't lost at all, and then this week where I only had one losing day. And so I'll definitely take it, guys. It's been a pretty good month in trading for me. I gotta look that up now, Jordan. Let me see. Because if that's the case, that would be great. What's the margin rate there? What's the percentage? Yeah, it's a minimum of $2,000 to open up a margin account, and that's not necessarily Robinhood's fault. Regulations require all brokerages, including Robinhood, to enforce a minimum portfolio value of $2,000 to open up a margin account. So, like Robinhood Gold. So you need at least 2K. I just like Thinkorswim, Francisco. I mean, Tef's charts aren't really that bad. Like, if you look at Tef's, I can pull up Tef's here and show you, like TradeNet's partnering brokers charts really aren't that bad. They're really nice, actually. Mitch uses these on a daily basis. I just like Thinkorswim. You know, trading is all about managing your emotions, right? Trading is all about managing your emotions. And so, you know, you're going to do certain things to help you stay comfortable, right? And like Thinkorswim has been something I've been using for years. It's the first platform I ever used. And so it's not necessarily anything against Tef's platform. It's just that I'm the most comfortable with Thinkorswim. And so because of that, I use Thinkorswim because it helps me curb my emotions a little bit. And I'm more comfortable with it than I am with anything else. And so I just stick to what's comfortable for me and what I'm used to analyzing, the same charts I'm used to analyzing. And I think that's kind of what trading is about, is staying comfortable. Yeah, brother. Hey, what's up, man? We got my poker buddy in here. Oh, that sucks, Josh. Or Jay. Sorry to hear that, brother. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but like, for instance, I deposited $20 into Thinkorswim 2 years ago, And I've still had live quotes since then. I've had live quotes ever since. I deposited $20 into Thinkorswim years ago, and I still have my live quotes. And so I don't know if that's a worthwhile investment. It just depends. It's all subjective. But yeah, you know, I mean, $20. That's what I did. But yeah, brother. Yeah, Z. I've been doing well, man. Like I said, out of the last 14 trading days, I've had 1 red day and 13 green days. And so, not bad. SQ pulling back to the VWAP here if anybody else is looking for fades. Yeah, oh, yeah, exactly. Hey, YY, you and I are on the same level, man. That's exactly the one I'm looking at. I'm probably not going to trade it all today. I'm just going to walk away with my green day. But I like this one because you could probably use 72, maybe a little bit over 72, like 72.10 is your risk right here. I don't mind that risk level at 72.10, and then you could use at least 71 as your reward target. And so like the VWAP's at 70, that's 40 cents. And then from 70 down to 71, that's 70 cents. And so maybe not quite 2 to 1, but it's not bad. You could even, if you don't want to do that, you could do at least like 70, 75 down there. That'll give you 2 to 1. Right. For sure, Sid. Nice, Z. Nice, brother. Right, that's right, fishing. Yeah, man. I mean, you could have live quotes. Minimum deposit, like whatever the minimum is, it'll unlock live quotes for you. Sorry, brother, I forgot that they may have made you do that. They may make you do that. But yeah, guys, you know, one of the reasons I'd like to say that my trading is that I'm just such a great trader. That's why I've been so consistent lately. But really, I think the main reason why I've been doing so well lately is because if you look at the SPY, right, which is the overall market, the SPY has been gapping up every day, right? The SPY has been gapping up almost every single day. Like, look at this. And this is kind of what I'm taking from it. You see the SPY gap up, and then you see the SPY wash out at the open. But because it's gapping up so much, if you look at the daily chart, it's still moving up. Even though a lot of these days are red. It actually has more red days than green in the last few weeks, but it's still moving up because it's gapping up so much in pre-market, right? And so what happens here is that the SPY gaps up in pre-market and then washes out when the bell rings. And that makes it really good for attacking VWAP fades at the open. And that's why I've been so consistent lately. You can see this happens every day. Big gap up and then a big washout at the open. That's when VWAP fades are going to work the best. Again, big gap up, wash out at the open. You know, and this has happened almost every single day. You know, gap up, wash out. Gap up, wash out. And so, you know, that's why fades are working so well. And it's just the state of the market. And it's something that you got to understand that if you like trading VWAP fades like me, that's what you look for. You look for a gap up and then a wash out at the open. That's when fades are going to work the best, at least on the overall market. Right, for sure. If you deposit or open an account with them, they'll immediately, you know, they'll unlock real-time quotes. And like I said, guys, anybody interested in actually using the broker that Mitch and I are using on a daily basis, go check out TradeNet. I've said it before, USSG. Hold on, let me go over this. I'm not sure, man. USSG is just not my style. Just no volume. I'm day trading volatile stocks. This one's just slow, brother. So just not my style, man. So like I said, so if anybody's actually interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, go check out TradeNet. The way it works is you pay for a package, not a deposit. You're actually paying for that package. But with the base package, the intro package, it's currently on sale right now for $3.99. It's usually $500. It's currently on sale for $3.99. And with that, you actually get $14,000 in buying power to trade with. There is a $700 max loss, so if you go under $13,300, they close it down. But there's no PDT rule, and so you can trade as much as you want on there. And I think that really makes it an interesting thing for traders. There is a profit split of 70-30, and so the best way you should think about it is like a prop firm. But I think it's a good, cheap option. I think the truth of the matter is that most new traders lose their first account. Most new traders simply lose in trading, and that's just kind of the truth of the matter, right? And a lot of times they'll do that they'll deposit thousands into a broker like SureTrader or a conventional broker, and then they'll lose that few $1,000s that they deposit. At least with TradeNet, it's kind of eliminating some of that risk. You can pay for the base package, the intro package. It's $3.99, and you get $14K to trade with. You get $14,000 to trade with. And if you go under $13,300, they close it down. But you're actually getting a few extra, $100 to lose. You're paying $400 or $500, and you're getting $700 to lose. And so it's not a bad thing for traders. Commissions are also pretty cheap as well. If you use small sizing, they're pretty cheap. Like if you use less than 300 shares, commissions are like $4 total for a round trip. And that's actually one of the ways I can use such small sizing and still kind of take some gains out of the market. Right, and it also comes with the trading course, a month of their trading chat room. If you sign up through my link, you get a month of our classes as well. And so go check them out. Like I said, I think it's cheaper to lose a TradeNet account for $400 than it is to deposit $2,000 into SureTrader or a conventional broker. I think it just makes more sense to, as for new traders, to try out that first before they deposit it into a real broker. My round trip trades are, if I use less than 300 shares, around maybe 450. I think it's like 425 or something like that. Is like my full round trip. It's like $4. Right, and that's the big thing. Like people hate on TradeNet, but the downside's limited, and you're protecting yourself to a certain extent. I mean, I know all new traders probably have this dream of immediately depositing a few $1,000s into a regular broker and just running that up, and now they're paying their mortgage and they've made $100,000 in a week or two, and they're just on top of the world, and they show everybody that they were right. And I think part of the problem with that is the way gurus and stuff like that advertise. Gurus advertise, hey, buy my course for $5,000 and you'll be able to make $1 million in a week trading. The unfortunate truth is that most new traders, almost all of new traders, are going to lose their first account. That is just the truth. Most new traders, they're just going to lose their first account. And it sucks to say, but it's just the truth. That's why there's the cliche saying, you got to pay your market tuition, because most new traders lose. Of course, they are outliers. There are exceptions to the rules. But most new traders are going to lose their first account. Right. And so it's just kind of, at a certain point, traders have to accept the fact that they're probably going to lose. And that's why, like I said, people hate on TradeNet, but in the end, I think it's a cheaper option. I think you're probably going to lose your TradeNet account. I think that's just the truth. But if you can drag it out and use small sizing and actually learn how to trade the market profitably, then I think it's a worthwhile, thing to consider instead of depositing thousands into a regular broker. At least as a new trader, you know what I mean? And maybe I'm biased because I post their links, but I think it makes sense. And so if you want to check that out, you want to help support the channel, go through that link. Yeah, we'll see what SQ does here. I was watching it. I don't know how good the risk reward would have been for SQ, but I was definitely looking at it. It's at 71.50 here, and it's right up there. We'll see if it ends up falling down. KEY. KEY is at the VWAP. It could fade. I mean, I like it with the risk of like 82, 83 right here for KEY. And then setting that reward target down at like 62. I don't think that looks terrible. I also don't think SQ looked bad. Here, let me remove this one. Yeah, there's the link for TradeNet. It's the Nightbot link. I'm just going to delete the other one. But yeah, guys, another green day in the books. Let's just keep working it here. Let's see if we can keep it going. I'll watch Key and see what happens. What did CGC end up doing? I unfortunately did see Kron wash out. I did see Kron wash out, unfortunately. So maybe I should have held that one a little bit longer. And I'm also seeing CGC kind of fade back down at the bottom. All right, guys. Well, I'm probably like I said, I'm going out of town for the holidays today, and we're gonna get on the road pretty soon, and so I'll probably end up closing the stream down a little bit early today. And so yeah, good luck in the markets, guys. Also, go check out Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is cool enough to let me stream these scans every day. And so if you want to check out Trade Ideas, if you're interested in checking out the scanners that I'm using, I'll post this link. Like I said, they make my mornings super easy. They're super customizable, allow me to do a lot of different stuff. And so if you're interested in checking out the scanners that I use, go to check out Trade Ideas. Super cool company. Like I said, they actually allow me to stream these scans every day. And so shout out to them. Go check out Trade Ideas. And I posted the link there in the chat if you're interested in checking that out. And yeah, guys, that's it for today. So good luck. We'll see what happens. Another green day in the books. Like I said, out of the last 14 trading days, I have had 13 green days and 1 red day out of 14. You know, my accuracy rate in the last 3 weeks is my accuracy rate out of the last 3 weeks is, let me see what my accuracy rate would be. I gotta toot my own horn a little bit right now. Let's see. My accuracy rate is 93%, approximately 93% in the last 3 weeks. 93% accuracy rate. And so I will take that. Actually, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. I've actually had 15 trades. And so my accuracy rate is 86%. 86% accuracy rate. 92 just sounded so much better, but to be honest, it's 86%. But I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, guys. Yeah, remember, hey, appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Remember, guys, as long as, oh, wait, what was I going to say? Oh, remember, the market's closed tomorrow. The market is closed tomorrow, guys. So no trading tomorrow. The market is closed for Good Friday. And, yeah, good luck, guys. We'll see you all a little bit later. Like I said, if you did sign up through my link on TradeNet, if you did sign up, let me know. You get a free month of our classes. You do get a free month of our classes if you signed up through my link. So, yeah, the market's closed tomorrow. Have a good weekend, guys. Be safe. Appreciate all the support. Fishing, if you want to join our Discord, I do have we did create a free day trading chat room Discord. And so if you want to join our free Discord, here's the link. Go check us out. Like I said, my goal with that Discord is to create a free day trading chat. And, yeah, good luck, guys. We'll see you all a little bit later. Have a good day. Later, guys.